Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Balkibiti Zamri and today I will present about divorce among young couple. So first, what is marriage? Marriage is also known as nikah, is a lawful union of a man and woman based on mutual consent. Meanwhile, divorce is a formal ending of a marriage. It is more permanent than a separation and involves a legal process. If you get a divorce, that means the marriage is officially over. Couple is also known as young adult, is age between 18 years old until 26 years old. So for this finding, I use two methods which are Google Scholar and Survey. So for the Google Scholar, I find some academic research, which is one of them is from itself, and the second one is survey. How I do this survey is basically by asking my friend through WhatsApp. I asked them, did they know that young couple nowadays get married? And did you know that most of the young couple that get married usually get divorced? And why most of the young couple get divorced early? So from these two methods, I separate it into two parts, which are disapproving factor and the second one is reason of divorce. For the first part, which is disapproving factor, there are four factors that make people disapprove young couple to get married early. So for the first one is financial problem. Why is financial problem is the biggest part of disapproving factor? It is because everything need money nowadays. For example, if you get married and get a baby, you need to buy pampers, you need to buy food for the baby itself. That all need money. It is in fact as they don't have a stable job. For the second point, missing out the teenage life. As they are 18 until 26 years old, they just want to grow up. They just grow up and they don't get to feel their teenage life, which is for me, who is 19 years old, feel like it is useless as you don't get to feel that age anymore. Can't have fun as you already have responsibility. For the husband itself, he need to provide for the wife and the baby itself. So it is pressure for him and it makes him can't enjoy the teenage life. So for this point, they can't have fun and they have a pressure to make their family stable. So as for that, they miss the teenage life. And the third one is lack of responsibility, as they just know about world, as they just know about the reality of the world. They just get to know their self itself, but as they already get married to each other, they need to fulfill their responsibilities as a wife and as a husband. They need to fulfill their responsibility to make their household peaceful. Okay, so first, why they want to couple? Usually it is because of pregnant. The woman already pregnant, so as want to cover the shame, they get married. As for that, they just know that they need to cover the shame and don't know what is their responsibility after the marriage. So that's why they are lack of responsibility. And for the last one is mental and health problem occur. Married parents think that if their children marry early, they can take care of themselves. For example, they can take care of their intellect. But that's wrong, as if they married early, it can affect their psychological and physical. For instance, if the girl get married early, she can have depression, anxiety, while take care of the household itself, as they don't know what they need to do. Next, for the second part is reason of divorce. There are 6 points for this part. First, sexual relationship. For instance, erectile dysfunction, unusual genital organ, mati pucuk. The term mati pucuk is a Malay word that refers inability to perform sexual intercourse with partner or spouse. Second point, mental illness. For example, the husband is mentally ill or suffer from sexual transmitted disease such as HIV, AIDS, syphilis, and etc. Third point, forced marriage. In example, the wife is forced into marriage due to underage factor or mentally disturbed, or maybe because of the wife already pregnant, as I said before. Fourth point, financial constraint. For instance, the husband is financially not stable to support his wife and his children. This is because they are still studying or maybe not working even part-time. Fifth point, unfulfilled duties and responsibility. For example, the husband not provide nafkah zahir, which is physical needs such as clothing, house and food, and nafkah batin, such as love, a sense of belonging, and sexual fulfillment for the wife and children for 3 years due to personal preference, negligence, or imprisonment. 6 point, domestic violence and abuse. For instance, the wife is physically abused or mentally by the husband. There are a lot of types of abuse and violence. I will share 4 of it. First, physical violence. Physical violence occurs when someone uses part of their body or an object to control the person's action. Second, sexual violence. Sexual violence occurs when a person forced to unwillingly to take part in a sexual activity. Third, emotional violence. Emotional violence occurs when someone says or does something to make the other person to feel worthless or stupid. The last but not least, psychological violence. Psychological violence occurs when someone uses threat and causes fear, or also called as trauma, in an individual to gain control on them. That's all from me. Thank you.